Hello everybody, poke.meghan coming at you here with a November... Wait a second, November. Wait. What? Spooky season's over. Alright everybody, it is time for some November Pokemon Go updates. And just like October was super busy, November is pretty busy too. So let's go over some of these things that we can expect in Pokemon Go during the month of November. First up, we've got a whole new set of spotlight hours. So our first one's going to be on Tuesday, November 3rd, and it's going to feature Cubone. Along with that, you can expect 2 times Stardust for catches. So that means if you're looking to up your Stardust, now is a good time to use those hoarded research Pokemon and get that double Stardust. 1 week later, on November 10th, we will be seeing Jigglypuff as our featured Pokemon. And 2 times XP for catches. On November 17th, we'll be seeing Meowth, so that's a day off, I guess. Just kidding. If you missed out on that Meowth research, now is going to be a good time to try again to catch a shiny Meowth, or if you didn't catch one during that Meowth research. Addition to that, there will be 2 times candy for catches. So especially if you're going after Meowth, you'll have a chance to evolve all those different forms of Meowths if you don't already have them or you find better ones. And finally, on Tuesday, November 24th, we'll be seeing Barboach as our spotlight Pokemon. And this day is going to be 2 times transfer candy. So if you've been grinding Darkrai in raids, this is going to be the best opportunity for you to double up on those candies since we can't trade those Darkrai's. So mark your calendars for those. Next up, our November research breakthrough Pokemon is going to be Togetic. So if you did not participate in GoFest this year, now is a great opportunity to get some more Togetics in your inventory. And with those research tasks, you have a pretty high chance of getting a good one. And also, especially don't forget that in November, all of the eggs have new Pokemon in them, and they're actually pretty awesome this time around. Most importantly, Feebas is now in 5-kilometer eggs, so no more disappointment. So let's go over some of these new eggs really quickly. Okay, so in 2-kilometer eggs, we're going to be seeing Zubat, Poliwag, Cubone, Magikarp, Baniri, Mareep. Those can all be shiny. Wooper, who cannot be shiny. Snubbull, Wailmer, Swablu. Those can all be shiny. Buizel, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, none of those can be shiny. And finally Minccino, who can be shiny. We've also got a couple 2-kilometer regionals. So Illumise will be in North and South America and Africa and can be shiny. And Volbeat can be in Europe, Australia, and Asia and also can be shiny. So on to 5-kilometer eggs. We will be seeing Machop, Seal, Voltorb, Lickitung, Eevee, Pineco, Ralts, Aron, Phoebus, Clamperl, Hippopotas, and Roggenrola, and those can all be shiny. And then ones that cannot be shiny will be Blitzel, Gothita, and Solosis. And then again, quite a few 5-kilometer regionals. So Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, Tauros, Heracross, Corsola, Torkoal, Tropius, Relicanth, Mime Jr., Chatot, Carnivine, Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, Maractus, and Bufalon. And the ones that can be shiny there are Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, Tauros, and Mime Jr. Now in our 7-kilometer friendship eggs, and remember these can be achieved from opening friend gifts when you have egg space, we will see Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Vulpix, Alolan Diglett, Alolan Meowth, Galarian Meowth, Alolan Geodude, Galarian Farfetch'd, Alolan Grimer, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Darumaka, and Galarian Stunfisk. And we'll see shinies from Sandshrew, Vulpix, Diglett, Meowth, Alolan Meowth, Geodude, and Grimer. And finally, in our 10-kilometer eggs, with shiny possibility, we will see Shinx, Gible, Riolu, Timber, and without the possibility of a shiny, Audino, Darumaka, Emolga, Ferroseed, LGM, Litwick, Golett, and Rufflet. And the regional 10-kilometer Pokemon will be Sigilyph. And then finally, in everyone's favorite 12-kilometer strange eggs, we'll be seeing the same Pokemon. So as a reminder, that's Larvitar, Absol, and Dino, who can all be shiny. Good luck seeing a shiny Dino in there. And Sandile, Scraggy, Trubbish, Poniard, and Vullaby, who cannot be shiny. And don't forget, when you're waiting on those 12-kilometer eggs, you gotta have that egg space, so we still all have to be very careful when we're spinning Pokestops and opening friend gifts if we are trying to get strange eggs. Okay, and next up, let's talk about our new raid bosses for the month of November. So our current raid boss, Darkrai, is going to be in raids through November 5th. And will be leaving us at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you haven't done any Darkrai raids yet, they are a Dark-type Pokemon with Dark, Fighting, and Ghost-type charged moves. So this means the best attacks against Darkrai are going to be Fighting, Bug, and Fairy. So you're looking to use Pokemon like Machamp, Conkeldurr, Lucario, Hariyama, Breloom, Togekiss, and a really good opportunity to use Surfetched if you've already evolved Farfetch'd into Surfetched. And if you aren't familiar yet with the Surfetched evolve, basically you just have to have them as your buddy and you have to make 10 excellent throws while they're your buddy, and then you can evolve. And then some other Pokemon that are going to hold up pretty well against Darkrai are going to be Genesect, Toxicroak, Blaziken, Pinsir. And make sure that when you are using these Pokemon that they have Fighting, Bug, or Fairy type moves. So then from November 16th through November 24th, we're going to be seeing 3 raid bosses: Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion. So let's talk a little bit about some of the counters for these raid bosses, starting with Terrakion. So Terrakion is going to have Psychic, Fighting, Rock, and Ground type moves. So you've got a number of different move types that are going to work well against Terrakion, including Fighting, Ground, Steel, Water, Grass, Psychic, and Fairy. So recommendations for this are going to be your Mewtwo with Psychic moves, that Beast Metagross with Steel moves, Latios with Psychic type moves, Alakazam is going to be another great one, and Espeon. You can also get Machamp in there with Fighting movesets, Kyogre with Water, Kingler with Water, Dialga with Steel, Hariyama with Fighting, and even Swampert with Ground and Water type combos. And next up we'll have Cobalion, who's going to have Fighting, Rock, Psychic, and Steel type moves. So your best choices for battling Cobalion are going to be Chandelure or Moltres with Fire type moves, Blaziken with Fighting and Fire, Machamp, always in those raid bosses with Fighting moves, Breloom with Fighting moves, NT with Fire moves, and then some of your other strong Fighting or Fire type Pokemon. So that means Hariyama, Toxicroak, Flareon or Arcanine, Heatran, and then ground Pokemon like Groudon or Excadrill, and you will be good to go. And finally, Virizion. So Virizion is going to have Psychic, Normal, Fighting, Grass, and Rock type moves. So your best bet there are going to be your Flying type. So you're going to want to use Pokemon like Moltres, Rayquaza, Ho-Oh, or Honchkrow on Pheasant, and make sure that those Pokemon do have Flying type movesets. Some other Pokemon that are still going to be good against it with flying movesets, you can do Moltres, Scyther with flying type, also Chandelure with fire type moves, or Alakazam with psychic type moves, even Mewtwo with psychic type moves, but you're really going to want to focus on flying Pokemon with flying movesets. And in between there's also some TBD announcements. So this includes the raid boss from November 5th to November 16th, and then November 24th through November 30th. There's also going to be a new limited research event, which will be happening on November 28th, 2020. Hopefully it will be better than Meowth. Additionally, the game's going to be getting some serious information updates. For example, you'll be able to see which type of egg Pokemon have hatched from. So when you scroll down and you can see that you hatched or caught the wild Pokemon, you'll also be able to now see the type of egg it came from. You'll also be able to see more info about the raid. So if it was an EX raid or a Mega raid, it'll now tell you that on your Pokemon's data. This information also includes places you can catch Pokemon, like in the Go Battle League, in a research breakthrough. So that should actually be really fun. And Niantic says they hope this update lets us and our Pokemon take a trip down memory lane and reminisce on the happy memories of our meeting. So that's kind of following along the lines of Sword and Shield, because you can get that whole nostalgia thing with your Pokemon. And another update is going to be special research for new trainers. So that means any of the special research that players who have been playing have already completed or received. New players will now get this line of research, but it will be dispersed over time instead of throwing all the research at a new trainer all at once. So that's kind of cool. It gives new trainers a more authentic experience in the game, the way that if you've been a consistent player, you had to wait for research. So yeah, waiting for research is an authentic piece of this game. Alright, so that's gonna do it for our November updates. I'm super stoked that Niantic is still spitting out so many events for us. I'm really excited. And I hope you all have a ton of fun in November, and I hope you really enjoyed your spooky season Pokemon. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to give a thumbs up, leave me some comments down. I'd love to chat with all of you. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel and want more Pokemon Go content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel out and helps us grow. Have a wonderful November, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.